everyone, this is Khushbu Singhvi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing with you all a detailed review of 5 curl creams or leave-ins under rupees 250, and I'm really excited about this video. Along with the detailed review, of course, I will be sharing that for whom this curl cream or leave-in is meant for, who can use it, who cannot use it, for whom it will work, all the details that you guys need to know, and there definitely is an option for each and every hair type, so keep on watching. So the first cream I'm sharing about today is this one from Himalya. It's the Himalya Protein Hair Cream. This is one of the creams that was highly requested by many of you for me to try or review, and I'm actually glad that I did, and shall tell you why. But before that, this is CG friendly or not. So the thing is that about Himalya, it comes under the Ayurvedic brand or something like that. And in India, if you are coming under the Ayurveda thing, you do not need to list all the ingredients. So they have only listed their main ingredients like chickpea, amla, bhringraj, and another two that's going into it. Rest is all a base. Now, whether what does that base have or not, we don't know. Also, I did try emailing them and finding it out. I really followed back so that they could get back to me, but they kept on saying that when the technical team will reply, they will let me know. But I never received a response from their technical team, so they did not tell me whether this one have silicons or not, because the service center people did not know this. Anyway, so personally, I feel that this one doesn't have silicons as much as I've used it, because silicons work in a very different way for my hair. I've used it around 4 to 5 times, and I personally think that this one doesn't have silicone, so you can go ahead and use it. But still, I don't have any written confirmation about it, so it's up to you. But this one, for a 200 ml packaging, I got it for just rupees 136, and right now when I'm making this video, it's actually available for rupees 96. The MRP of this is 200 rupees for 200 ml, but it's always available on a discount. You can try this out, or you can also try the smaller packaging. It also comes in a 100 ml packaging. You can try out with whatever you wish to try it out. Also, if you all want to know if it's very protein rich, honestly, I did not feel that very protein rich feeling on my hair. Again, I don't know what's going into the ingredients. There is chickpea in this. Yes, I did see it in the ingredients, but it was not giving me any protein effect in my hair. There is definitely protein in this, but you know, when you use a protein heavy product, it works very differently. I did not get that feeling out of this. So if your hair is extremely protein sensitive, it's a different story. Otherwise, I don't think you have to worry much about the protein part of it. Okay, now coming to the texture of this, it's a very thick and a creamy cream but it's very easy to apply. However, this one lacks slip. You know, this feels more like how you have body creams. I just thought that I'm applying a body cream on my hair. I didn't feel that slip while applying it. I wish it had it, but otherwise it's very easy to work with. It's very easy to apply. It gives you beautiful clumps instantly. You can see your hair clumping up with the moisture in this. It's very moisturizing for hair. My hair remained moisturized till the next wash. It gives me gorgeous results. My hair felt so nourished and shiny and soft till my next wash. So if I talk about this like a leave-in, I definitely did not miss anything in this cream. But when we talk about cream, one thing always comes into our mind, that is hold. Does this provide any hold? No, I do not feel that it provides any hold to your hair. It's just a very moisturizing, nourishing cream. You can more consider this as a leave-in for your hair, which is not providing any hold, but it still works beautifully, gives me beautiful results. And if you are looking for a budget friendly cream or leave-in, I think this is a fantastic product. However, I would not recommend this for anyone with fine hair or even people with wavy hair who do not have very thick and dry hair. Why am I saying that? Because for fine hair people, I'm telling you not to use this, because this is a very thick cream and it can easily weigh down your hair. And that is my similar reason for wavy hair as well, because your pattern is much looser than curly hair and you don't want to use something which can not hold your hair and looser your curl pattern. So anyone with medium to thick curly hair can easily use this cream, and I'll definitely recommend it. The fragrance of this is a very typical cream fragrance, like very pleasant. It did not bother me. It's not very strong. It does not linger on for long. It's just like a very pleasant fragrance which might feel a little strong when you're applying, but it just fades away after a while. So the fragrance of this did not bother me at all. Now, the second cream that we are talking about is this one from Parachute. It is their coconut and aloe vera hair cream. Again, a very requested cream by you all. So first, coming to the ingredients, if you want to know this is CG friendly, no, it's not, because this one have silicons. And if you do not use silicons, you can directly switch to this timestamp where I'm talking about the next cream. But if you're okay using silicons, then definitely listen up. Now, this one retails for rupees 299 for a 210 gram of packaging. It's a very big dabba and it has got enough amount of cream. However, it's always available on discount. I got it for around 210 rupees. You can get it at different prices at different times. So you will definitely get it under rupees 250. Do not worry about that. Now that our ingredients and pricing is done, let's move on to the texture and how it works. Now this one again is a very creamy texture but not as thick, very easy to apply. This has a decent amount of slip as well. And it's pretty decently moisturizing. I actually quite loved it on my hair when I applied it. In fact, today on this side of my hair, this is the cream that I've used. Let me show you the results nicely so that you understand the difference. Because while I was thinking of the whole script of this video and I realized I never shared the results when I tried this cream. So I had to. So I washed my hair today and I applied this on the half side of my hair so that to give you an idea. I'll let you know which one is the cream on the other half. But for now, we're talking about this cream. This gives me great clumps. The moment you apply, you can see that shine and that nourishment in your hair and it forms beautiful clumps. So it's very easy to work with. You don't have to use a lot of quantity, so it's going to last you a long time. This feels very nourishing and very soft on the hair. Like my hair is feeling really soft on this side. All in all, it's a beautiful cream. Now, does this help with a hold or a definition? No, it does not. I did not feel any extra hold with this cream or any extra definition. So yeah, I think that is one thing with all the budget friendly creams or leave-ins that I've used. I've never felt that hold or them. So they more work like a leave-in, like a moisturizing leave-in. So these are good enough if you're not looking for the hold in your hair, because you will be using a gel after that. But if you're just looking for something that can provide that nourishment and moisture to your hair, these are a great option. The point that for which hair type will this work? So fine hair people, like the very fine hair people, can maybe avoid this because you might find it like slightly heavy, but all the other hair types I think can easily use this cream. Coming to the fragrance of this, I cannot really exactly recognize what fragrance this is, but it's a very fresh, refreshing fragrance. It is a little strong, but it does not linger on. So once you apply, you'll get that fragrance instantly, but then it just soothes down and just fades away slowly. So it does not linger on in your hair, and it's very refreshing. Even if it's strong, it's a very nice, refreshing, and a very typical kind of a smell, but I can't exactly point out to what it smells like. But yeah, I've used it 3 times and I haven't been disappointed with this cream. So you can definitely give this a try. Okay, so the next cream we're talking about is from Inatur. It's the Inatur Argan Oil Hair Cream. Now, long back, I had made a video where I've compared the Ustra hair cream with the Inatur hair cream, and it kind of did really well. And so many of you have actually bought this and the Ustra hair cream. I know because I've received a lot of feedback from you all, and most of you people really like this cream. But in the recent times, I've heard that they have changed the formulation. So I went ahead and ordered it again. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it because I've experimented with this cream enough in the past. But because a lot of people told me that the formulation has been changed, I wanted to give it a try and see if it's good enough still to recommend it or not. So we will talk about all of that. So first, we'll talk about the ingredients of this. So the formulation has definitely changed. Now, this is a CG-friendly hair cream, if that is what you're looking for. However, I have to mention that this one have henna extract. Now, I don't know if the old one also had henna extract. I do not remember so. But any which way, I just need you to know. So in case you're somebody who colors their hair frequently or you plan to color your hair frequently, I would say you should avoid using henna because henna can interfere with hair colors, especially the one that you do in salon. So you always have to give a 3 to 4 months gap, between your hair color and henna usage. So in case that is a thing, you can avoid it. Otherwise, there is no problem. It is just added at the 6th or the 7th ingredient. So it's more for conditioning and it will not give you any henna effect or any henna smell, nothing like that. No color or no smell of that is there at all. But I just wanted to mention so you guys know. Coming to the price of this retails for rupees 250 for 100 grams of product. So if you compare with the other creams, this is definitely expensive because it's only 100 grams of product. But again, the last time I had it, I had to use very little quantity. So it lasted me a very long time. And also it's always available on a discount. I again got this for around 215 rupees, 215. So you can see for what price it's available and decide whether you wish to buy it or not after you see the review. Now that our ingredients and pricing is done, let's move on to how does this work. Now the formulation of this has definitely changed. This is not as thick and creamy as it used to be. So it's not as heavy a product. However, it still is a nice creamy cream. It still is moisturizing enough. It gave me great clumps. It moisturized my curls very nicely. But the last time I used it, it had that great amount of definition that it added to my hair. I did not feel it this time. I feel it's mainly because it's not as moisturizing and as nourishing as it used to be. And that is why earlier I'd always said that I only recommend this for people with dry and thick hair. But now I think it's gonna work for much more hair types because it's not as moisturizing. So I do miss that definition the old Inato cream used to give. But if I forget that old cream, it is still a pretty decent cream which is giving me pretty decent results. So on this side of my head, I have used the Inato hair cream, and I will be honest, this is the only one time that I have tried this cream, that is today. By the time I came to know that the formulation has changed and it reached me, it got a little late, and I had decided to shoot this video today. So I'm going ahead and shooting it. But from today, what I felt is that it is moisturizing. My hair is feeling very, very soft. However, I will update in the comments that how does my hair behave by the day 3 or day 4 of using this cream. But it's definitely not as moisturizing and nourishing as the old Inato cream used to be. So now I can recommend this for anyone from medium to thick hair. I know, guys, I have not recommended anything for fine hair yet, but don't worry, I'm coming ahead with fine hair people as well. But as of now, this is a cream I would recommend for medium to thick hair. Coming to the fragrance of this one, now the old one, I used to hate the fragrance. I've always said that because it was very, very strong and it would linger on, for days till your next wash. It would linger on in your hair and it was extremely strong. So they have changed the fragrance a little. It's slightly milder than earlier. However, it's still in the same kind of fragrance and it is still a strong fragrance, but it's bothering me less now. It's not bothering me as it used to, and I can use it. Like right now when I'm talking to you, it's not that I can smell it. Earlier I could. It is not as strong as it used to be. It's much more tolerable now, and I think this will not linger on as long because I can already see from morning to now it has faded away a little bit. So I don't think it's going to linger on for as long as the earlier one used to do. So they have toned down the fragrance a bit, but it is still in a strong fragrance category. Alright guys, the next cream that we are talking about is the Ustra hair cream. Now, I've used around 2-3 boxes of that in the past and I know it very, very well. So I did not buy it again because I did not feel the need, and they have not changed the formulation. I checked the ingredients as well. So I didn't feel the need to buy it again because I can share my review with you all just like that as well. I will put some texture shots and my results in the past when I've used it so that you know how it works. Now coming to the ingredients of the cream, it is a CG friendly cream, so you can easily use it. Yes, it's meant for men. It was made for men, but how does that matter? It is a CG friendly cream and you can definitely use it. Now coming to the price point of this product, it used to retail for rupees 199 for 100 grams of product, and you could easily find it for rupees 150 and always. But now they've increased the price to 250 and it's available also around 230, 240. So I do feel that it is a little expensive product for 100 grams, and I wouldn't have mentioned this cream. My main reason is because this is a lightweight cream and each and every hair type can use it. So I wanted to give you all a choice. If you have fine hair and you're looking for a lightweight leave-in or cream, that is why I'm mentioning it. Otherwise, I do feel that the other options are a better choice as compared to this one. All right, now that the ingredients and pricing is done, let's move on to how it works. Now this is a very lightweight cream but still very moisturizing. So in summers, each and every hair type can use this and you will love this cream because it nourishes, it moisturizes very beautifully, but it does not weigh down your hair. It's very lightweight. But in winters, very dry hair people, you might not feel this is enough for your hair, so you can totally skip this in winters, because if your hair is very dry, you will need more than this in winters because that time your hair already feels more dry. But otherwise, in all other weathers, I think it's a great cream which can be used by each and every hair type. It's really moisturizing. It gives me great results, adds a good shine to my hair. My hair feels very nourished and I absolutely love it. However, this cream doesn't provide any hold, so I'll definitely recommend you to use this with a gel. Like all the other creams, none of these actually provide any hold to your hair. So a gel after all of these is definitely recommended. Yeah, so all in all, it is a great cream, and especially because of its lightweight, it's suitable for each and everyone, but it's still quite hydrating and nourishing and moisturizing, so don't worry about that part. Only if you have very dry hair, refrain from using this in winters. That's it. Now coming to the fragrance of this one, now because this is a product meant for men, this also smells very much like, if you have any time smell a men aftershave lotion, it has that kind of a fragrance, and it is a little strong, but it does not linger on. So once you apply, it slowly fades away, which is a good thing. But wanted you all to know that it's a strong men, typical men kind of a fragrance, but it fades away very soon, so that's not an issue. You will not smell like that after applying it. So yeah. It's time to move on to the final cream for today, and I'm talking about this one from L'Oreal. Now, this is their Hydra Filling Night Cream, but it can also be used as a leave-in, so yes. Now, coming to the ingredients first, one is not a CG-friendly cream. This one has silicones. So, in case you do not use silicones, it's absolutely fine. You can skip on this. But if you use silicones, then you can definitely listen up. Coming to the pricing of this is for rupees 499 for 180 ml. Then why am I mentioning it? I'm mentioning it because it's always available on Amazon under rupees 250, sometimes 260, sometimes 255, sometimes 235. I bought it for 235. So basically the price varies between 235 to 250 to 60. So yeah, it is in that range, even if the MRP is high. So do not worry about that. Now that our ingredients and pricing is done, let's move on to how does this one work. Now the texture of this is very light and very easy to use. It is a very hydrating cream and it hydrates your hair really well. However, this is not an overly moisturizing cream. It is a very lightweight cream, so it's gonna work for all hair types. But it's a product that I highly recommend for finer hair people, and also for people who are not looking for a lot of moisture. You're just looking for that hydration and little moisture for your hair. It adds a beautiful shine. It actually left my hair soft till day 2. Hair also felt super light. The fragrance of this smells like a very typical L'Oreal cream. I don't know how to explain this because all these are synthetic fragrances, but it's a very pleasant, refreshing kind of a fragrance. It's not very strong. It's actually nice. Your hair smells nice for a few hours after you apply this, and then it just fades away. It's not that it's really going to hit you or something. Not very strong. It fades away in a short while, and it's a very refreshing, nice fragrance. Like, I personally liked it, so I don't see any problem with the fragrance of this one. Yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I really hope it was helpful for you all and you found something that you can buy for yourself. If you have any questions about any of these products, please ask me in the comments and I'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching.